in one of the most amazing archaeological...
Okay, did I get a DMCA violation or something? Am I back? Huh. It, can you hear me? When I go to my managed videos, it doesn't have any restrictions. No, it doesn't say any, it doesn't, I'm in YouTube Studios. It doesn't even say I have any restrictions on the last stream. It says restrictions none. And I know what to look for because I get, like I had a copyright restriction on an IRL. Like I get the copyright one. So I had no restrictions on the one I just did. But I mean, if it like halted the stream for you, then yeah, maybe I just like cut it off in time that it didn't really affect it. Let's see if I get any notifications on my phone. Oh, I did. No, you're right. Yeah, it said I had a copyright match thing. What's up, Benny? Okay, yeah, once it's so it basically just said just don't do that and you can re-enable your stream. So as soon as I turned it off, it's all good. But no, really thank you so much for warning me on that. You know, yeah, I'm still trying to figure out this stuff. So let's just go ahead and delete that. I doubt it'll affect it, but let me just pretty good, pretty good. I'm trying to figure out. I think I just got a copyright strike on the last video. So I'm just trying to make sure my account's not affected or anything. Video. All right. All right. Well, gotta be careful. I'm trying to build this thing up, so I don't want to screw it up. All right, I'm just going to delete the video. See if that changes anything. I'm just reading this thing. So there's like a copyright match tool on YouTube Studios. Sorry, YouTube. Wasn't trying to anger the History Channel or disrespect them. No, exactly. There's a way to do it. I just don't know. Yeah, I need to figure out the exact rules. Like I know some people full on like get videos I'm just checking this stuff out. Yeah, exactly. I mean, but there's obviously too. There's a lot of stuff that people just do that's clearly illegal too. So, uh, bass loops. All right. It's fine. I'll just wear headphones like other streamers. Is what it is. No biggie. I was just hoping I could like kind of I like to have in video. I'm in a house by myself, so I like to have videos playing around to have like noise going on. Terms of service. Yeah, exactly. No, I'm trying to build this account, so I don't want to get like halfway there and have the whole account die and then have to start back at zero. That's not what I'm trying to do. So, I have no problem playing ball. If that means that all I can do is like only do my like bass looping videos and stuff where it's just me, that's totally fine. I just just trying it out. I thought if I could just make it a thing. But I know some people like Lawrence Kenshin. I read he said that pretty much like he uses videos of Glory kickboxing, but I guess Glory like gave him permission to use the videos. So it's like maybe these higher level streamers go through like the efforts of reaching out and being like, can I react to this video? Or maybe they're so big that people just don't bother them. I don't really know how it works. Maybe it's one of those things where like if you wear a really nice suit, you can kind of get in anywhere because people go like, okay, whatever. Or like that whole thing, like if you carry a ladder inside any building, they'll let you in because they just assume you're working there. That actually has no correlation, but it matched up in my brain for some reason. My plate of cucumbers. Yeah, I definitely don't want to do that. That happened to me on Twitch. Happened to me on 2 times on Twitch. One time because a guy, he like wrote a slur in the chat. And you know how you like read people's chats sometimes? I learned that that's like, you gotta be tricky because he was writing slurs, but he was misspelling them. So I even like responded to his misspelling. I was just like, were you trying to say this or were you trying to say this? And I said it in like the French way because he spelled it like, I'm not gonna say the word, but like he spelled it in the word started with an F. That's all I'll say. But he spelled it in such a way that I was like, is it this that you're saying? So I was trying to make it a joke, and my channel got like banned like almost immediately after, and the guy was like, you messed up, kid, gotcha, and they're all like laughing at me and stuff. Like, I'm like, what happened? And they're like, and the other person in the chat was like, oh no. And I just didn't know the rules with that. And then the other time, and this is why I hate Twitch, was I was sleeping, and then you could see my leg. So you could see my thigh, and they banned my channel for like inappropriate, like showing too much skin or something like that. For showing my freaking thigh. They do like hot tub streams and all that stuff, and it's like you could see my thigh. And then Twitch even like a week later emailed me and like, we're sorry, that was actually bogus. We didn't, you're fine, don't worry about it. But I was like, oh, fuck you. Like, you guys do all these hot tub streams and you're gonna like get at me for looking at my leg? Like, screw you, man. It was literally just the blanket moved and you could see my leg. And it's not even like it looked like something else. It was just my freaking leg. So it's like, it's stupid. Dude, it was so like, are you kidding me right now? That was pretty much, I think, when I switched over to YouTube. Like, it was a combo of things, but it was just like, that was like one of the kickers where I was like, fuck you. Because Twitch even like reached out to me on email and they're like, sorry, like, our bad, you know? And I was like, fuck you, man. Dude, exactly. And it's like, it was funny too because it's like I work so hard to get to 50 subscribers because on Twitch you got to get to 50 subscribers, and I'm at 49 on Twitch, so it's like I'm right there. It's just I just don't really want anything to do with that company. You know what I mean? YouTube is actually something where I'm like, hey, I'll freaking mop your floors, guys. Like, I'll just clean out the trash bins, you know, and kind of work my way up. Whereas Twitch, it's like, I don't even want to work my way up with those people. It just seems like the people in charge are just not my type of people. You know, I'm just seeing how they present their company. It's like, clearly they have a different agenda going on. Whereas like YouTube's much more uniform worldwide. Twitch is like, we're gonna stick to our lane, even if that lane means that we're kind of shifting towards pornographic material. And like, it's like they're skirting the edge between like, we realize how much traffic's going to like cam sites and OnlyFans and blah, blah, all that kind of shit. You know. So yeah. Anyways, thank you for letting me know because yeah, you were just going like, oh no, and I was like, what's happening? I don't know what happened. What happened? Tell me. All right. Well, hopefully it doesn't affect me, and we'll just be really careful, you know, because I get a lot of copyright strikes on YouTube. So, but I've never like played a video that blatantly. Just been like, here's other material, let's watch it. I've been like skirting the edge, so it's like maybe that's not good, but I was like playing like the old school boxing fights and stuff, but I've also been doing them without audio. So I thought maybe like if I did it without audio, it wouldn't register as much, but you know, maybe it does. Maybe they're just like, there's some algorithm that checks the video that's being played. No, I didn't because my phone was off, so I didn't get the email. And the email just said, here, I'll read it to you. Copyright claim. Your video has been blocked in some countries. Joku reacts to stuff. Hi, Joku. A copyright owner using Content ID has claimed some material in your video. As a result, your video has been blocked in some countries. This means that your video is still up on YouTube, but people in some countries may not be able to see it. So I guess what that means is that in the US it's blocked. So other countries it was fine because I've heard of other channels get blocked in other countries outside of the US. Like one of my favorite podcasts, Bad Friends, Bobby Lee and Andrew Santino. I think they got in trouble in China and they got blocked in China. So, no, I have since deleted the video, so it's not even like I'm trying to fight for it. It's gone. You know, I don't care. That was why I created a new video too, because I had a feeling it was like I said, I was worried that might happen and it happened. So, is what it is. I'm just trying to be a proper YouTuber, guys. Ain't that funny? How's your night going, Benny? If you're still here, we should play some. We should play. I think he's gone. But Benny, if you're back, we should play tanks at some point. Because we were gonna play last night, but it didn't happen. How's your night going, Benny? Ah. Go away. Go away, you. Live and learn, exactly. I was thinking about that in terms of boxing. Because what's funny about boxing is like I took some of the hardest shots the first few training sessions of like actually getting punched in the face. You know, but it's like once you get like I remember like my coach punching me square in the forehead and just feeling like I ran into a pole. And just like boom, like you feel that boom kind of feeling. And I had my nose broken. I've had but I remember that time of just getting punched in the forehead so hard my freaking brain was shaking. Appreciate you, Benny. Thank you. But what's funny about that is that that's not ideal, obviously, for anyone. But you almost have to go through that experience. You have to get just clobbered in order to know the severity to not ever get clobbered again. You know what I mean? Because it's like once you just like get a concussion and you're just like, oh, and don't get me wrong, I've taken some heavy shit. It's not like you then become immune. You just you gain. It's like there's this urgency that takes over your nervous system to where it's like you start just like punches coming. It's like when balls go. Ever like have you ever been in a situation where someone throws like a it's maybe it's baseball or something, but a ball goes like whizzing by your head and you're facing the opposite direction. And, usually people go, hey, watch out, or something like, hey, there's something like that. But maybe they don't even do it, and it's that feeling of like, oh, shit, you just, you know what I mean? It's not like Sixth Sense, but kinda, it's just that sense of, your surrounding. Sure, no more N64 stream. I mean, I'll be down to do N64 stream a little later if you guys like it. I'm pretty open to like if you guys are in the chat and you guys are like, hey, you want to try this? Like I'm pretty open. Right now I'm just kind of eating and cleaning. It's like I'm gonna be real. I appreciate you guys hanging out. This is kind of like you guys are essentially my community. I really appreciate you guys. And that's why I value you guys and, No, we'll get that going. Let me see what games I have on here. The thing with me in games is like I have to be in like the mode to play it because otherwise I feel guilty. And then it's just not really fun for anyone. I'm just like, well, this sucks. Maybe we'll play a little Pokemon Crystal. I have Team Fortress on here. Oh, Bleach is a really good game. Ha da da da. See, what I really want to do is listen to videos on Egypt and Samaria right now. Like, just cause, you know? So I think that's what I was getting over when I was doing like the 24/7 streams and stuff. I was starting to feel trapped by the streaming because it's like that right there. I can't even like you can't even like pull up a video, can't even pull up a song or anything without it like triggering the copyright. Like where I used to get it was I mean it's just like everywhere. You think you're being safe, but I remember I was watching like UFC one time and it wasn't even the song. It was like the announcers were talking, being like, all right, guy, blah, blah, blah. And while they're talking, in the background of the stadium, you could hear like, just some famous song playing. And it was able to pick up that little snippet of the song and then call it a copyright kind of thing. So, but, you know. Cucumber. Cucumber. It made me so happy that my slap video finally picked up steam. I've been posting that like I think I posted it like 5 times until people finally noticed it. That's the thing I realized with posting shorts is it's like it's not you just have to believe in the content. It's not about the content, it's just about the timing and if it can kind of pick up steam. Yeah. I mean, yeah, copyright and laws in general are just, it's deep. I mean, I was just thinking about, I saw recently there was a magician who had sued Pokemon for utilizing Kadabra. So he was saying that Kadabra was ripping him off because I guess he was like the spoon bender guy or something like that. So I think like they like weren't able to use Kadabra cards. There's something weird like it. I don't remember the exact details. But I read that he like recently dropped the lawsuit and he was like, I was an idiot. He was like, I was such a fool. He probably finally realizes like how much better for his career it would have been had he just been like, yeah, I'm Kadabra, guys, and just be like, have a freaking Kadabra with him at every show. Dude, it would attract so much more attention, just lean into it. I think that's the general of public relations, which is, I'm not going to get all political, but, lost $1,000 on the YouTube video because they used a copyright video game song in it. Right? It's crazy. Yeah. I don't know. That's kind of my fear with this YouTube thing is that, like, I'll spend like a year or two building this up, and then they'll just take it away, And then you're like, what was the point, So I guess that's the reason to like keep your other social media's accounts going too, so you can always like build it back up if you needed to. But that's assuming everyone's gonna like resubscribe and be all in, Yeah, that's pretty crazy. So I think what I'm gonna do to appease You know what? I'm just gonna listen to stuff and just chat because they're gonna get on me about it. Then they don't get to listen. They don't get to listen to my stuff anyway. Finally got me some proper headphones. I don't know. Like I said, I'm in a house by myself. I just like having the sound of people talking, you know. Like recently I've been watching the most like ratchet shit online too. Like just like what's it called? Like you know, like Blueface and all those guys or whatever. Just like the Bad Girls Club and all that shit. And just these women just fighting constantly. It is just so entertaining. I get why people watch that shit. It's just like I started watching it because it was like, you know, having been in a toxic relationship, I saw other people in a toxic relationship, and I'm like, this is good. Not good for them, but it's like this is important information to kind of to study this to a degree, to see that yes, indeed, I was in a very toxic situation, and a lot of people find themselves in these, and it's very hard to get out. And you know, when you're locked in it, because it's like I had to just like commit to we're out, you know, and keep doing the same cycle. So anyways, I only mentioned that because I'm watching some. She's like, get that bitch, bro, get that bitch. They're just fighting on a couch. It's hilarious. I don't ever want to find myself in a situation where I have to deal with that kind of crap. That's what I love about fighting too, is people's vocabulary just goes out the window. They have like 3 statements they can say. Come at me, bitch! Come at me, bitch! Come at me, bitch! That would be hilarious. Film my own reality show? Dude! That would be funny as shit! We do a whole reality show, so it's like, since I can't be streaming this stuff, we just, instead of reacting, just make it. So I'll get like a wig or something, and I just start playing the other characters. And maybe we can even set up another cam, so you kind of go into the cam and be like, that bitch was trying to... Sorry, I'm choking. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. They turn into, yeah, human parrots. I think parrots have a more, you know, a broader vocabulary than an angry human. You know? Typically, like, this is funny how it works. I was thinking about that, so earlier I was playing, that NFL game, and, you know, you were saying like, oh yeah, it's kind of fun when you're getting loud and stuff. So I was like, oh, maybe that, you know, people would enjoy that. So I was kind of like, like yelling at the screen, and I noticed my heart was hurting. I was like, that's not good, man. That's really bad. Like if I just start yelling and my chest hurts, that's bad. So I turned the game off. But made me realize I'm like, I should be aware of that, because if I'm like gonna have a heart attack just from yelling, that's not a good thing. La di di da di da. All right. Well, it was funny to me too. It's fun to play, but like, that was part of the reason I stopped smoking. Finally, was I was noticing when I would smoke, my chest would hurt. And I was like, all right, we're done. You know, this is not good. All right, what games do I have here? What in the hell? There we go. Close. Close. Aha! Pokemon's gotta catch 'em all. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, I'm messing around with it real quick just to get it figured out here. Appreciate it, Benny. Hey, if you want to play tanks, I'm down to play some tanks. I was just kind of seeing what kind of stuff I have here. No, come back. I remember my controls are here. Oh, wow, that didn't work. Take a second to get everything situated. All right, we in it. We are in. Ooh, and here I am. Hello. So maybe all right, let's try this. Joku Plays. All right. Did it freeze? It almost froze. Victory! What's up, guys? Play something in Pokemon Crystal, Clear Run Higher, something for N64. Too tired though, probably. Yeah, I was, I was trying to pull up Pokemon Crystal, but then it closed on me. So it doesn't take much for me to kind of lose interest in the game. All I had to do was close. I was like, all right, I'm good. What's your tier in tank? If anyone's on tanks wants to play. Oh, maybe I should play some Brawlhalla. I haven't played Brawlhalla in a while. Maybe we should do a little Brawlhalla. Anyone play Brawlhalla? Man, it's cold in here. Woo! I'm just standing next to my oven. It's like the warmest thing here. Woo! Yeah, I would rather play Smash Bros. I just don't have a means to. What the hell? How are they all here so quick? What the hell is going on and why? Ah! Why is the enemy all here? What the hell happened? Run! 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 Where is it? Where did it come from? Oh my god! Dude, what the hell was that? I just like spawned in the middle of all the enemies. What the actual hell was that? Yeah. Yeah, see, I love fighting games, so I'll play most any fighting game. Just because I love just the simplicity of it. Well, it's simple and complex. Like you're kind of given this character. What I love about fighting games is like you can make the character your own. Like that's what I love about Smash Bros. It's like you have your signature, your favorite character, and then you can develop your own kind of play styles, your own. Yeah, I love it. That was bizarre. Let's do Matilda. All right, let's hope I don't spawn right in the middle of all the enemies again this time. Um, Pay to win meaning you can buy tanks. You can definitely buy tanks, but I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna log off this because this is way too laggy right now. Like, look at this. This is crazy. Every time I spawn, the battle's already in the middle of it. Like the enemy should not be this close to me right now. Kamikaze. Dude, this sucks. What the hell? Yeah, run him off! What's up, homie? It's just you and me now. I don't even know what my health is. Can I get it better? Hey, I got him. All right. I guess it's technically pay to win, but I don't think it's um like that Diablo game. How bad that thing got. Oh, that's like my favorite tank. I can't even see my freaking health right now. It's just letting me build up my resistance. I mean, I don't really understand the pay to win concept, so I don't think it's like you can like you don't if you're paying money, it's not like you have this insane advantage over people. It's just that they also sell like tank skins and because you can still like earn up to tanks, but it's like they offer different tanks that like you can buy. Like I've only bought 2 tanks, but it was just because it was the Warhammer 40K tanks. So it's like, you know, that was the one time they could get me because it's like I love Warhammer. But I could be misjudging the pay to win concept. Dude, this is so laggy right now. Nice, man. Way to job. Way to go. I'm gonna log out of this anyway because this is way too laggy on here. You can play the game, but others will have an advantage over it because their weapons are stronger simply because they pay for it. No, it's not like that. I don't think one tank is like better than the other. Like that, you can't like buy guns for your tanks so then like, someone playing for free. Um, it's more like I think it's more like Pokemon Unite, where it's like you can get a battle pass where like look at this. I'll show you. This is like the pay to win concept, I guess. Would be you just get more stuff if you give them money, pretty much. So right now they're running this. They're always oh nice. I got a reaction. That's cool. Uh, right now this is the tank. So it's like anyone can work up to this tank. But you see, for me, it's like I'm only through what three missions, and how many are there? There's 60 missions. So you can buy a premium pass, and I think it goes at the same rate. But if you look, for my third, I get 1,000 of these. But if you buy the premium, you also get like this thing, which is just like anyone can get these. This is just, I don't even know what it's called, but whatever. And then this is a skin. So this is just like a different skin for your tank. So I don't think it's like you're going to have some advantage. It's just you're going to like have cooler looking stuff. Another thing, let's look at the camos. Like you go to camo, see this is all like pay for stuff. You know, you can unlock it or you could just kind of buy it. So it's like they trick you into like this. You'll have cooler looking tanks, but you're not going to have some advantage over everyone. I think I'm just trying to like uh justify this game. It could be play to play. I don't know. See, I just have like the basic ones. It's like I can spend 1,600 coins to get it, or see, I also have these kind of things. So let's go to the attachments. I don't even have the attachments. Uh, Yeah, I just mean like because I know there are games that are like, yeah, exactly. I don't. I've never actually bought a battle pass, so I don't even know how they work. So you could explain them better to me. Um, but yeah, it's just like this game constantly has like missions. So it's like for like this. Like I can work these missions. I can fight in one battle. I can win two battles, destroy two enemy tanks, blah blah blah, and then I can get these things. Or let's see what we can buy in the shop. See this will settle it right here. So in the shop, you can buy whatever the hell all this is. This is just like stuff that like helps your tanks progress faster. So I think it's just it makes the game go quicker. Um, Premium pass. Yeah, I don't really understand all that. I've only ever bought a tank. You know, it's more like you're like, look, this tank has a weird little face on it. Isn't that cool? Grind every week if you want the final skin. Super Boy said because they have an exclusive. Yeah, that's kind of why I got over like Pokemon Unite. Well, honestly, that's why I got over. I guess that's not Battle Pass, but Pokemon Go back in the day because you'd have to do so much grinding to like get. So it's like I was obsessed with Pokemon Go back in the day, and I got two Mews when they first. It was like the first 150 before they started releasing everything else. And I like worked through the whole Mew thing twice, got two of them, and then they locked me out of my account. And it's like I can't get back into my account. And I was just like, I'm not going to do all that again. And what was messed up there was I was an idiot. I ended up spending money on Pokemon Go. That's how obsessed I was. So when they deleted my account or locked me out of my account after I had like dumped money into the account, I was like, dude, go fuck yourself. I will never play this game again. I hate you. You know. I'm lying. I actually tried making a new account, but I was like, no, I'm not going to go through this again. This is terrible. This is way too much of a time hole. But Pokemon Go for me just like represented depression because I would just like drive places where there was like Squirtles and stuff, and just like I would go there like from like 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. I would just be like in my car. Oh my god. Yeah, it's just they finally just locked me out and I was just done. All right, this game's going a little smoother, so maybe it's just the game needed a little time to. No, it's still lagging. Let's get them, boys. Ready for a raid battle. Oh, that's terrible. Yeah, after that, I was like, I am not going to pay for any game ever. This is the boring way to play. Me and this guy just stay here. If you want to stay here, that's cool. I kind of want to go fight people. Put myself on a big target here. King of the world! Hey, I got him. Something for $25. Oh, that's terrible. I remember that happened with my buddy. His son spent like $1,000 on some online game, and then his dad, my friend, had to like go and like fight to get like refunded and stuff. Um, and claiming that it was all just like some accident and stuff. And I'm like over there looking at the kid. The kid's like 8 years old or something. And I could just tell from a second. I was like, the kid's lying. The kid did it on purpose. He just didn't realize the repercussions. So it's like the dad was just on the phone for hours just trying to like argue for like $2,000 worth of like online purchases or something. And the kid's just like, oops. But he's saying, I didn't do it. I didn't do it. So the dad's like, going to war with these people, saying that their whole system's corrupt and how could this happen and stuff. And I'm like, I wasn't there, but I can tell you exactly how it happened. The kid did it, The kid just kept hitting start and kept hitting yes. It was just funny because the kid is just like, dude, it was like $2,000. It was like crazy. What's up, Velaz? How you doing? It was insane. I don't even know if he ended up getting the refund. He might have, just because he's the type that would just like go to town on the people. Um, but yeah, I just remember they were saying like this wasn't an accident. Someone made the purchase, and then he was just like, no one made the purchase, and the kids, I don't know. It's just like no one wants to believe their kid's lying to them, and I'm just like, I can tell the kid's lying. He's not my kid, you know. But I'm not gonna rat him out either. I was just like one look at the kid. I was like, yeah, we both know what happened. Hey, gang's all here. Right on. Yeah, right? 2K would be nice. Nice done, Churchill. This is a mistake! No! Oh! Nice! Teamwork makes the dream work. Uh, he's in the right league. Recently, Epic Games had to pay, I think, $2 million because it was too easy to spend money by mistake in Fortnite. People who've hit spacebar in the game and boom, gone. $12. That's crazy. Yeah, it seemed like that, but it's like I also I think the thing for me was like the kid had done it before, so it was just kind of like I knew the behavior, so it was like because I knew that the first time he did it was he went online and he bought like he went on his dad's he just he would just go on his dad's computer and he bought like it was like hundreds of songs off YouTube. But it was just like he was just buying full albums. He would just go dong 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 dong. It was just like hundreds of albums. He was just like ADD kid, just And then dad had to go on there and just start like, fighting for all this kind of thing. People, I keep thinking you're shrinking down into a mini tank. That's funny. All right. Right. Yeah, well, he's a smart kid. He's definitely a smart kid. All right. Stick them with the heavy tank. I wouldn't necessarily call it random, but I don't know. I think for me, it's like I have that. I know certain activities will trigger like dopamine rushes. So playing music is that. Doing exercise is that. Pretty much anything that's like sucks in the moment, but then after a little bit, I feel way better. Gives me a lot of dopamine. But in terms of things that are just like, I don't know. Oh my god, I'm the last one. What the hell keeps going on? Why am I always the last one here? What the hell? Alright, I'm done. I'm done. Done with this game. I get like random like jolts of energy. I wouldn't call it dopamine though. It's more like a spasm. No, not weird at all. No, it's a good question. No, honestly, to be 100%, when I was younger, my parents were always like, no drugs, like no, well, not no drug, obviously, but I was diagnosed with ADHD when I was in kindergarten. They wanted to put me on Ritalin, and my parents were like, absolutely not. But then when I was 19, I was going through some stuff. My friend had just died in a car accident, and I was just kind of in a weird place. So I started seeing therapists, and then like they set me up with a psychiatrist. And then one session with the psychiatrist, he's like, "Oh yeah, you're ADHD. Like these are all the things that are going wrong with you. It's normal, you know." But he prescribed me drugs, and so he prescribed me Adderall, and he ended up prescribing me a whole bunch of random shit. I was like, "Fuck this, I hate this. This is not me." But he and so I was like, I always tell this as if I'm like blaming the guy as if he's an evil guy. Part of the factor is I'm a natural addict. I am just, at my core, I have addictive qualities. So I'll get addicted to things. So the guy starts giving me Adderall. I'm like, yeah, I'm not really feeling it. I'm not really feeling it. Maybe prescribe a little more. So it's like normally people get prescribed like 5 milligrams, 10 milligrams and stuff. Doses. I was at like 40 from the get-go. And then all of a sudden I was doing that like 4 times a day. So I was up to 160 milligrams a day. It was like 280 milligram doses every day. I got down to like 130 pounds. I was just like bone skinny. I wasn't sleeping for like 3 days. I was a meth head. Like Adderall is essentially meth, you know? And so, and I didn't even realize it was only like 6 months of that, but it just fried me. Like it had a bunch of negative effects. And I kept going to the guy because I thought he was a doctor. I was like, well, he is a doctor, but um, I was like, hey man, like I'm starting to have some weird side effects. And he just kept prescribing me more things to like deal with the side effects. And everything he would prescribe me would give me more side effects. And it was just this horrible cycle of just like, what the fuck are we doing here? It's like, and I remember him telling me something weird where I finally told him because I was hanging out with my dad and it was really dangerous. Yeah, anything at that much is dangerous. Like you don't hear anyone taking it. I've never talked to any dog. I've never talked to anyone who takes that much Adderall. And that's what my prescription was. And so, and I started noticing like, okay, this guy's messed up. I would see like there was a lady who went into his office one time, was like screaming at him and like wanting more drugs and stuff, and was threatening him, like saying that like her roommate or a housemate took the drugs from her, and then if he didn't prescribe her the drugs to replace it, that she would like report him as I don't know. It was just this whole thing, and he ended up she like left with the prescription because I could hear her screaming in the office and stuff. So, anyways, point being is then after that, I felt like it really kind of fried my system to where I was kind of just like neutral. Like it's almost like that shell shock, like in the scene, like in those like war scenes where it's like the grenade goes off and everything's like, you don't hear anything. It's just like, like that. Like that's how life was for like a good like 4 or 5 years after that. I was just like, what the fuck? I was like essentially like curled up in a ball in my bed for like a solid like year. No, I just hauled it all at once. Yeah, no, I've told it was a significant part of my life. Um, and I'm like I've since kind of like reflected on it and kind of like rephrased it where I'm just like, no, it wasn't all that dude's fault. Clearly I was, part to blame here. He was just kind of doing his job. He doesn't know what's going to fuck, but there's also a degree of negligence where it's like anyone who can like be prescribing that. But at the end of the day, doctors get paid money to prescribe stuff, so it's like he was wanting to prescribe me stuff too, so he had kind of that incentive. But finally when I stopped seeing him, as I told him, I was like, hey, I'm trying to like trying meditation. I'm trying like I'm trying to exercise. I'm trying alternatives to like burn this energy. And also, I'd gone my entire life without taking drugs. I was like, why do I suddenly need it now? Why is it like I need to do this? Like, can't there be other options? And then he just didn't. And that was when I was done with him. Was he just did it? I talked to him. I told him everything that was going on, and I said like, hey, I don't really want to take this stuff. I'm having too many negative side effects. And he was like, okay, I hear you. I hear you. He's like, okay, so we're gonna put you on. Is called, and I think he called it like the Peruvian cocktail, some weird name like that. There was some cocktail, and it was like 5 or 6 drugs that were all like supposed to work together. And I was like, dude, you're not even listening to me. And I just threw out my prescriptions. And it was crazy about like being like if you're an addict or something, dude. Walgreens kept calling me for months. Like he kept submitting prescriptions for me to pick up. So it was like for months, Walgreens was like calling me like, hey, you need to pick up your prescriptions of Adderall. And I was like, dude, I don't want it. I don't want it in my possession because I'll end up taking it. I'm like, I don't want it. And they just kept calling me like, hey, get your drugs. Same thing with Vicodin. When I hurt my knee, they kept calling me to pick up Vicodin. I was like, I don't want the Vicodin. Yeah. Yeah, no, they 100% do. So there's definitely like had some degree of agenda. Mm. All right. Yeah, exactly. Get away from me! Get away from me! All right. Tanks is cool. Let's see how Brawlhalla is looking. I'm really just trying to find a game that's not gonna be so laggy. Last one was super laggy. Oh, that's crazy. I've heard of that. I've heard of that. Yeah, I have a little. Yeah, I gotta check that out. I've heard about that film. Is Robin Williams in that? I don't know why I feel like Robin Williams is in that. I don't know. Okay, Danny DeVito and Jack Nicholson. Okay. I love both those guys. Amazing actors. Danny DeVito is like one of my favorite actors because he's one of the best comedians and an incredible actor. And it's like, you know, he found a way to utilize, things that might other people might view as negatives. He worked it and he made them positives, Like I don't look at, it's like I see Danny DeVito, I see a giant among men. You know what I mean? He just is such an imposing figure, such a monster of comedy and film that it's like I don't know what I'm getting at, but he flipped the script. I was thinking about that. I was watching clips of. I was watching clips of. I'm blanking on his name. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, it's not like you have to have one top person ever. Have a whole team of faves. None of these games are working. I think I need to reset my computer or something. Oh, all right. I opened up Brawlhalla, and now it's kind of freezing my computer. Cuts out. That's what happened. All right, guys. My computer's kind of freezing up right now, so I'm gonna log off real quick, and I'm gonna log back on. Switch things up, okay? Guys, ready? Everyone ready? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I don't know if I necessarily have a favorite actor either. Back in the day, I would have said Adam Sandler or Will Ferrell, but it's more just like I love comedy, so I'm gonna pick a comedian. But I guess if you're thinking like acting ability, uh, there are people who are great. I mean, everyone always says Robert De Niro. Everyone always says, what's his name? The guy who played Batman. Oh, Keanu Reeves. Yeah, Keanu Reeves. But also, it's like there's people who are just you love them. So it's like they can be in anything and you love them. Like Robin Williams is kind of like that. I mean, going back to the guys I just said too. But then there's the guys who can change. Oh, I off the top of my head, Tom Hardy, man. I know there's a lot of hype around him, but I've actually been watching. I just watched that movie recently where he plays the two twin brothers. That is like. That to me is incredible. I like how he can just mold and shift into these different characters to where you don't even realize it's him. That I'm like, that's like next level. And that's why I was thinking De Niro, and I can't think, but the guy who played Batman in The Dark Knight. So I guess I'm thinking of like method actors, but even then, I think the whole method acting is kind of like bullshit. I mean, it's whatever. It's a technique, but all right. I'm switching up. Switching things up here. Oh, Matt Damon. Matt Damon's a good one. Matt Damon's really good. Leonardo DiCaprio. Really good one. You know, I keep going back to Tom Hardy, man. That if you haven't seen that movie, it's really good. He plays what's it called? Is it called Brothers? It's not Brothers. It's but he's still too young to put him at the best. Like so, it's like I got to go like I don't know. I don't know enough about acting to really put my 2 cents in either. Oh, jeez. Oh my gosh, I almost dropped my computer. Whew. All right, guys. I'm gonna regroup. I'm gonna switch over to my phone real quick. So I'll be right back in a couple minutes or 2 seconds. Let's go.